This is a really important honor for me to be able to introduce our mayor to give you the state of the city. He chaired the Thousand Oaks Planning Commission in 2005. He was a commissioner on the Thousand Oaks Planning Commission from 1999 through December of 2005. He was elected November of 2008, council member of the city of Thousand Oaks appointed in 2005, mayor pro tem in 2008, and now mayor in 2009. He's also past president of a very great organization in this city, which is the Rotary Club of Thousand Oaks, which he presided over in 1992 and 1993. And with that, I will give you Mayor Tom Glancy.
Thank you very much for being here today. I'd like to begin by recognizing two of my four children here, Catherine and Jeffrey, and my best friend, my wife, Karen. Serving as mayor and juggling a full-time business gets fairly hectic, but their unwavering support made it all possible. But thank you very much for that. A special thank you to my council colleagues for your guidance and your help. You know, they've been integral in any success that we've experienced this year. And I've learned a great deal from each and every one of you. Denny, Jackie, Andy, Claudia, I thank you all. It can be easy to take our city employees for granted, but I'm here to tell you that 128,000 residents and several thousand businesses could not be better served by this group of consummate, dedicated professionals, nor could our city council and the other committees, commissions, and boards be better served. Finally, I'd like to extend my sincere thanks to our residents for placing their trust in me to help shape the future of this city. Their best interest has been my guiding principle. Well, 2009 was certainly an interesting year to be mayor. A worldwide recession and the continued ineptitude of state government, pardon me, Audra. But through these unprecedented challenges, I was reminded time and again what an amazing place Thousand Oaks is. According to our recent Community Attitude Survey, 97% of you rate our quality of life as excellent or good. That's pretty amazing. We have a local biotech company, just a little operation, that may soon receive preliminary approval on what could be one of the world's leading new drugs for treating osteoporosis. We had a young man, Zach Sunderland, who became the youngest person at that time to do a solo sail around the world. While we've had our share of local economic challenges, we've seen a score of new and interesting businesses open throughout the community. Movie Co., a Hampton Inn, Lace Dog Cafe, and most recently, Nate Now's, just to name a few. Our local flagship university, California Lutheran University, is stronger than ever and is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Congratulations. We generated our 10 millionth kilowatt hour of renewable energy at the Hill Canyon Wastewater Treatment Plant. The plant now generates 70% of the electricity it needs through renewable energy. That's just awesome, and it's the highlight of Thousand Oaks to many, many people. Certainly when we go out of town, people always say, I want to come visit your wastewater treatment facility, which is, I swear to you, it's the truth though. Along these same lines, the council joined the California Climate Action Registry in 2009 in order to document the production of greenhouse gas emissions from city vehicles and facilities. Through our combination of alternative fuel, conservation measures, and energy production, the city is emitting 38% fewer greenhouse gases today than in the year 2000. And that just scratches the surface of what many would call a forgettable year. When I spoke after my appointment in last December, I outlined 5 areas that I would concentrate on during 2009. Navigating economic challenges, small business support, the future of Thousand Oaks Boulevard, open space acquisition and maintenance, and local infrastructure improvements. No one in this room is unfamiliar with the unprecedented economic challenges of the past year. Globally, these are some of the worst circumstances most of us have ever seen. Fortunately for the residents and businesses of the community, a long history of solid fiscal city management has insulated us from the crippling service reductions facing many of our fellow municipalities. The words financial strategic plan may cause many eyes to glaze over, but this multifaceted, living document, which was initially adopted in 2002, has served as an excellent roadmap for steering Thousand Oaks through this unprecedented downturn. We embarked on this forward-thinking approach over 8 years ago when city officials recognized the first glimmer of trouble on the horizon. This city made the gradual course corrections that have prevented the draconian cuts facing other municipalities. City staff uses this strategic plan to respond proactively to key economic trends. It's the reason that even in this tumultuous market, Standard & Poor's provided a standalone rating for the city's wastewater water utility, AAA, the highest given, and the city's general fund as AA+, which is a proper testament to our local fiscal management. Like many of your enterprises, despite our sound fiscal policy and leadership, the City of Thousand Oaks has felt significant pain throughout the organization. I need to paint you a picture, a clear picture of how uncontrollable factors are affecting local service delivery. State budget raids of our local coffers in excess of $9.8 million over the next 2 fiscal years. This has resulted in not just a loss of money, but also a loss of jobs. Despite balancing our own 2-year budget year after year by making necessary cuts, the state refuses to do the same. Significant sales tax reductions. As we stand today, we're at year 2000 levels with $22 million in sales tax collected. That's a decline of nearly $7 million during the peak years of 2006, 2007. Significant declines in development-related revenue. And listen to these numbers. In 2001, $6 million. In 2004, $4.6 million. And in 2009, $3.2 million. That's a major reduction in revenues that have allowed for valued community enhancements. These impacts have resulted in unprecedented workforce reductions with over 35 positions lost in our local government over the past year alone. While achieved through attrition, these cuts affect your libraries, your street landscaping and maintenance, and efforts to redevelop your Thousand Oaks Boulevard. We operate today at critically low staffing levels. And back to those 35 positions that we no longer have. In spite of that loss, the delivery of city services has remained essentially the same. And that's because our employees have stood up, done the extra work to maintain service levels. That's a testament to their quality and their dedication. It's also a testament to the managing staff for developing high morale of that nature throughout the whole city organization. No matter where you go, people are, for the most part, very thrilled to work for Thousand Oaks and work with Thousand Oaks, and it shows in the job they do. But make no mistake here, folks, we're in an extremely critical time. The economy is awful at the federal level, unspeakable at the state level. In Thousand Oaks, we're doing better, but our development-related dollars are drying up. We cannot predict the dysfunction to which Sacramento will fall, thus necessitating their raiding our local coffers to balance our budget. Luckily, the city has always been proactive in fiscal matters and will continue to do so. Dovetailing with our nimble navigation through this economic storm is the city's enhanced efforts to support small business. As a small business owner myself, I'm keenly aware of the everyday challenges facing this important economic sector of our community. On February 17th, the city partnered with the Chamber to co-host a local business help program at the Civic Arts Plaza. Over 120 attendees were connected with business assistance resources from across the Conejo Valley. In September, Council approved a one-time $75,000 investment into the small business loan program managed by the Economic Development Collaborative, Ventura County. This groundbreaking initiative allows the city to leverage use of a $3.4 million countywide loan fund. This is an extremely valuable program to assist our local businesses. The city's Business Roundtable Group continued to focus on two areas of importance in 2009. Reviewing the entitlement and permitting process involved in developing, redeveloping, and rehabilitating business properties. A recommendations report to Council is expected next spring. Secondly, the Business Roundtable is developing recommendations on what it means to build and live green locally in the 21st century. Formal recommendations are forthcoming in early 2010. You may remember that the new City Transportation Center is the first LEED certified building in Ventura County. We want to see green technology more widely accepted across the public spectrum and the private spectrum. To assist with this, efforts in the city now has 4 LEED certified technicians. Thank you for the break. Thousand Oaks Boulevard has been a focal point of this community for decades. Over the years, this corridor has experienced numerous colorful chapters. However, one consistently held viewpoint by residents is that this area holds tremendous potential. According to data from our recent Community Attitude Survey, a vast majority of you are in favor of redeveloping portions of the boulevard. In May of this year, the Thousand Oaks Boulevard Association took a big step toward making this community dream a reality with its submission of a draft Thousand Oaks Boulevard specific plan to the city for formal consideration. City planning staff have completed a thorough review of the document, and the environmental review process will continue through 2010. While significant work and public input are required, we're on the right track to creating a more vibrant, pedestrian-oriented, self-sustaining downtown for our community. Construction of the lakes in 2005 signaled a major turning point with respect to privately funded revitalization efforts in our downtown. Earlier this year, City Council commissioned an independent economic feasibility study and design analysis to take a closer look at the future of the entire downtown area. This study is critical for providing sound guidance for decisions affecting this key component of the boulevard. As the City Council's ad hoc Downtown Feasibility Committee, Councilmember Fox and I are in the process of developing recommendations on the next steps for this effort. I would like to emphasize that the city has long recognized the critical importance of having a healthy business community, and we are committed to facilitate it. The 15,000 plus acres of open space that surrounds our city is a treasured asset. It's a unique attribute that distinguishes Thousand Oaks from so many other overdeveloped Southern California cities. We rung in the new year with the purchase of the long sought after 8-acre Site I near Dos Vientos, a critical linkage in our inventory of open space. While not the largest piece of property in our portfolio, it is one of the most beautiful, and we will undoubtedly look back on this acquisition as being one of the most important in the city's history. With our goal of surrounding the community with permanently protected, publicly accessible open space and site, we have turned additional focus to managing this asset. The steward of our open space, Casca, has released a draft of its first new management plan in nearly 2 decades. This one for the Conejo Canyons area in northwestern Thousand Oaks. This plan will guide the long-term management and stewardship of natural resources and trail-based recreation in the area. Bound by that beautiful open space, the City of Thousand Oaks is approaching build-out. Our general plan estimates a population of 140,000 people. At our current growth rate, we're not going to get there until the year 2040. That's an extremely slow growth rate, about 0.2% a year. So when you hear some accusations or people touting themselves as being slow growth, it's kind of ludicrous. We are all slow growth. It illustrates again that we are no longer a developing community, but a community focused on maintenance and redevelopment. As such, the city is experiencing a diminishing amount of revenue required to meet our local infrastructure needs. Recognizing these factors, we must work to protect and maintain funding for our strong local infrastructure and service levels. As with every community that approaches build-out, City Public Works staff has dedicated significant time, attention, and money to a number of important infrastructure projects over the past year. A top priority, not only locally but regionally, the 101-23 Freeway Interchange Improvement Project received a $6.5 million federal stimulus grant that will fund the project's design phase. The city took the project over from Caltrans and agreed to complete the project design in order to expedite potential construction. Ongoing intensive federal lobbying efforts have continued throughout the past year. We remain committed to ensuring that this vital project is top of mind for funding by decision makers in Washington, D.C. One keeps vital projects top of mind by an active lobbying effort, face-to-face meetings, person-to-person meetings with these decision makers, and it doesn't happen any other way. It does take the effort. Our neighbors in Los Angeles County have experienced hundreds of water sewer line breaks over the past year. We're committed to proactively maintaining our local infrastructure. This year, Public Works staff replaced 1.5 miles of large, aging sewer pipeline to avoid spills and line breaks. Not glamorous work, but these types of proactive efforts are the hallmarks of premier cities. We completed the Lawrence Drive storm drain, resolving long-standing drainage issues in this productive commercial area. 18 miles of streets were overlaid or slurry sealed this year. Faced with record dry weather statewide and living in an extremely arid region has forced us to enact some tough local water conservation measures. So far, our residences and businesses have risen to the challenge using 15% less water today than just a few short years ago. However, as we enter 2010, water conservation must remain a top priority to preserve this precious resource for this and future generations. These measures are necessary because of several drought years and a Judge Wanger's decision up in Fresno area protecting the Delta smelt that reduced the flow down through the California Water Project by about 60%, and this affects 2/3 of Southern California. While these are 5 areas where I've tried to focus, there are literally hundreds of accomplishments that deserve equal attention. With your indulgence, I'd like to give you a short visual look at some of these. Whether a longtime resident of Thousand Oaks or a passing visitor, it is easy to see why our city is considered one of the most desirable places to live in all of California. A strong, vibrant, and diverse local economy and business community. Schools recognized for their award-winning curriculum. Housing for families and individuals that meet a wide range of economic needs. Parks that provide recreation for residents from toddlers to seniors. Cultural events that suit residents of all ages. Shopping opportunities that vary from neighborhood stores to auto dealerships and high-end retail, all helping to provide the valuable sales tax dollars that are the lifeblood for our first-rate municipal services. October 7, 2009 mark the 45th birthday for the city of Thousand Oaks. As we reflect on 45 years of well-planned growth and land use, it's important to recognize the hard work taking place each day to plant the seeds for future success. This year, we celebrate a number of impressive achievements. One of the most notable being the selection of our community, along with our partners, Agora Hills and Westlake Village, to host the 8th and final stage of the nation's largest and most important cycling event, the Amgen Tour of California. This prestigious race will begin its winding trek through California on May 16, 2010, and conclude in the Conejo Valley on Sunday, May 23rd. This event will be an economic boon for our region. Our residents take pride in their community, and they consider one of their finest resources to be the Thousand Oaks Library. Today, the Grant R. Brimhall Library and its Newbury Park branch provide a collection of over 400,000 items that serve the diverse interests of our residents. Reactions from patrons tell us our library system is among the finest. Rated as one of the top 5 libraries in California, our library is also ranked as one of the top in the nation. A variety of programs, such as One City, One Book, make our libraries true community gathering places. In highlighting our community resources, we must include the Civic Arts Plaza's Kavli and Share Forum theaters. The Kavli Theater hosts major productions. Our Share Forum Theater accommodates community groups. Together, they showcased almost 400 performances in 2009 to more than 220,000 patrons. This year, AEG Live was selected to provide new contemporary programming. Attendance is expected to thrive with offerings such as Willie Nelson, Styx, and Bernadette Peters. 2009 marked the reopening of the Verizon Founders Room after its dramatic renovations. The partnership between the city and the Alliance for the Arts transformed this room into a sensational site with inviting decor, perfect for social events and meetings. Cultural arts have long been an integral part of our city's agenda, and 2009 was no exception. To solidify the role of arts in our community, the Arts Issues Committee is working to streamline the community's web of cultural resources. With open space a perennial priority for residents, the city celebrated its 45th birthday with the purchase of 8 acres of critical open space. Side-Eye has been long coveted for its scenic beauty, ecological importance, and strategic positioning. We are pleased to report that our city's open space area has increased to more than 15,000 acres, more than any other city in Ventura County. Open space now represents 43% of our total city area. This year, the Conejo Open Space Conservation Agency, COSCA, a long-time partnership between the city and the Conejo Recreation and Park District, initiated the Conejo Canyons Management Plan. Public meetings were held to develop a strategic plan for this almost 4,000 acres of open space. Residents tell us that in the future they would like to see new hiking trails, picnic areas, ranger-led hikes and presentations on natural history. Planting seeds for the future has been the hallmark of 2009, and Thousand Oaks is doing its part to be a leader in sustainability. This year, City Council tasked the Business Roundtable with initiating the city's first green building standards. Our city now has 4 leadership in environmental and energy design accredited professionals. Residents will see more green efforts as the city works to bring solar panels to City Hall and the Thousand Oaks Library. Greenhouse gas emissions are causing hazardous global climate changes, and we must act now to protect future generations. In 2009, Thousand Oaks became a member of the California Climate Action Registry. Reports from this public-private organization tell us our CO2 emission rate has dropped 38% citywide since the year 2000. We celebrated an energy milestone at Hill Canyon Treatment Plant in 2009. A record 10 million kilowatt hours were saved through the use of solar panels and cogeneration system, bringing the city a savings of over $200,000. The Thousand Oaks Boulevard Specific Plan took a step forward this year when City Council received the plan in May and approved moving forward with an in-depth environmental impact report. Positive changes are already beginning on the boulevard. The city's housing element, adopted in 2009, defines the city's housing policy through 2014. Included is the state's directive to make available zoning and land for more than 1,800 affordable dwelling units in Thousand Oaks by 2014. To that end, partnerships with Area Housing Authority and many mansions will result in 120 new units of affordable housing in the coming year. Ensuring a successful future includes maintaining a talented professional staff. As the city continues its award-winning succession planning program, graduates of the Leadership Academy, Mentoring Program, and Management Certification programs use their experience every day to keep our city vital. In the 1800s, gold may have been precious in California, but today water is the precious commodity. This year, staff embarked on an aggressive water conservation outreach to keep this issue in the forefront of residents' minds. These critical efforts are helping to preserve the most valuable of commodities. Significant time has been spent in 2009 lobbying state officials on a topic that is passionate to me: local control of speed limits. We are pleased to report that we have lowered the speed limits on Lynn Road, an important safety issue for many residents. During 2009, City Council addressed the long-standing issue of oversized vehicle parking on public streets. The result was adoption of a vigorous ordinance that provides more effective tools for handling these safety and aesthetic concerns. More good news. Commuters are pleased with the congestion relief from the recent 23 freeway improvements. The great news is, in May, the federal government approved $6.5 million to complete design plans for the 101-23 interchange improvements. Residents will soon enjoy shorter commutes through our community. Safety remains a key focus for our residents. With our new police chief, Jeff Matson, and police captain Bill Ayub in place, outstanding police work continues.
So I'm going to go ahead and do a records check and issue him a citation. Okay. All right. I'm not going to tow your car. Thanks for your cooperation. Thank you. All right. Have a good day.
This year, the police department initiated a host of new outreach efforts, including the Community Mediation Program. Free to participants, this program provides trained mediators to resolve community and family conflicts. The Alcohol and Energy Drink Ordinance, spearheaded by Council Member Jackie Irwin, promotes public awareness on health and safety risks and mandates warning signs on premises selling or dispensing these drinks. Smart Start, a program that raises teen driver awareness and reduces the number of teen-related injuries. graffiti tracking system, where the police and city staff work together, eradicating graffiti and tracking gangs and tagging patterns. All of these new efforts complement a world-class police force and help to keep TO one of the safest cities in the country. In June, the community celebrated the Police Resource Center opening at the Oaks. Adding an element of safety for shoppers and business owners, Resource Center volunteers also provide residents access to services such as fingerprinting and senior medical alert cards. This year, our volunteers have given 80,000 hours of service to theaters, City Hall, library, and police department. Volunteers help the city to stretch its resources, and opportunities are open to everyone. Fire personnel are to be applauded for their work in 2009. Supervised by Rod Megley, the city's new fire chief, firefighters use the latest in firefighting technology to protect our community. Thermogel, a new fire retardant, became a part of the department's standard equipment. When sprayed on structures and even people, the protective coating prevents burning. All residents were registered this year in the city's new life-saving emergency notification program, TO City Alert. Residents can be notified within minutes of potentially threatening situations. In February, the city, Conejo Recreation and Park District, and California Lutheran University's partnership opened the city's first community pool. 20 years ago, City Council planted seeds for the future by constructing the Alex Fiore Thousand Oaks Teen Center. In October, we celebrated the 20th anniversary of this facility, where our youth have filled their free time with excellent programs managed by our partner, the Conejo Recreation and Park District. Despite national economic turmoil this year, the Thousand Oaks business community has fared better than most. Our auto mall is one of the most successful in the nation. 7 new restaurants have opened. We have seen numerous business additions to our city. Movie Co., a premier movie theater, Hampton Inn, a 125-room hotel, and the list goes on. As 2009 ends, we can look back and see that our local shopping plazas have been a mainstay in our economy and for our residents. Throughout the year, the city worked to bolster local businesses, from large companies to small business people that help our community thrive. Good idea. Remember to buy local during the holidays and the rest of the year. 50 years ago, early residents planted the seeds to build an institution of higher learning. We have seen California Lutheran University grow from a college of 330 students to a university of over 3,500. We congratulate our community partner on their 50th anniversary, and we look forward to their continued success. The city again took the pulse of our community with the 2009 Community Attitude Survey. With 97% quality of life satisfaction and 93% satisfaction with city services, we received an excellent report card. These high marks serve to underscore the important work ahead to secure a prosperous future for this special place we call home. A special thanks to Public Information Analyst Mary Leck and TOTV staff for putting together that beautiful video. Later this evening, I will pass the baton to our next mayor during the council's annual reorganization meeting. As I wrap up my term as mayor, there are a few points that I want to stress as critical for the year ahead. As we begin the long climb out of this recession, we must not waver from the solid fiscal management that has guided us to this point. We must recognize that economic recovery will take a long time, and that the state's budget woes are only just beginning. There will be a lot more pain ahead. You, our residents and businesses, gave the city exceptionally high marks for municipal service and quality of life. Continuing to meet your expectations and deliver high levels of service with dwindling revenues and resources will be a challenge that requires creative solutions. As was mentioned in the video, the city of Thousand Oaks, along with Westlake Village and Agora Hills, made an aggressive push to bring one of the world's most significant cycling events to our region. Whether or not you are a fan of cycling, this is a very good thing for the Conejo Valley. We press for this event not only as an opportunity to highlight our spectacular region, but also as an economic driver that will provide an extra spark for our local economy. The final day of this event will start and finish in our region and showcase some of the world's premier cyclists, including Lance Armstrong. It will bring in excess of 100,000 spectators, many staying in our hotels, shopping in our stores, and enjoying our restaurants. Most cities that have hosted this event report their largest retail sales of the year on race day. This is an opportunity to showcase our community internationally with worldwide viewership in the millions. I ask you to embrace this unique opportunity and do whatever you can to make Sunday, May 23rd, 2010, a huge success. In a cynical world, it's easy to lose sight of what makes municipal governance so important. In my opinion, it's building community that is really the essence of local government. We build community through sound city planning that creates desirable communities and vibrant streetscapes. With arts and cultural events at the Civic Arts Plaza, showcasing everything from world leaders and symphonic music to Broadway plays. By providing safe neighborhoods and parks, and community services like our top-notch libraries, teen and senior centers, and our theaters. All of these slices of daily life are easily overlooked, but these are the factors that affect our local quality of life. They are why, according to a recent survey, 97% of you have a favorable opinion of living here. It's why I'm proud to have served as your mayor and to continue to serve as a council member. It is this sense of community that I want to leave you with today. As is the case at every level of politics, a very small, vocal minority can often steal the spotlight. But we must all remember that there are over 128,000 residents and thousands of businesses that deserve a voice in local affairs. Today, let us collectively renew our commitment to working cooperatively to overcome the hurdles ahead and preserve this special place we call home. Thousand Oaks is indeed a special place. It has the open space, beautiful parks, good schools, and great citizens. I love living here, and I'm honored to serve on your city council. Thank you again to my family, friends, council colleagues, and city staff. Thank you to the Chamber for hosting me today, and all of you, our business community, for your support.